And pretty able to go back to my channel. Forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. As you can see, who the wizard for the sympathetic. Go back to calendar. Can't go back to back. You know, facing the Dallas, which one win it all? Dallas 11-11. Dallas got Chris Jones, Luka Doncic, Diddy, Lucas Nurkic, and Chris Porzingis. Diddy, against Duval. Let's get it.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Stephen Curry. And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last five, and nothing took devastating in the.
I'm gonna try this second Curry going this game.
Now Golden State's starting five. They got Andrew Wiggins. Sabonis is out there with Draymond Green.
Oh, thing still not cheating. Ooh, for a walk.
Then there's Edwards. And it's Curry at the one spot. And for Dallas, they got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Dunn. Then it's Avdia. And it's Sabonis in at the four. The three for Doncic.
Nope.
Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in San Francisco. Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor. And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs? It's never easy. A system change with coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones. And guys, one of the emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens. Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or they'll call. Edwards against Doncic. Mr. Porzingis.
Where's the hole?
Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night. Well, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there. Here's Edwards. And he goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. A little over minute 30 in this first quarter.
Let's go.
And you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well. for Dallas has gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Doncic against Edwards. It's blocked. And that's one of
Get out of here, bro.
retain possession.
Don't keep getting over me, Dante. Oh, just, I'm a defensive liability.
Walker's out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And so it's Dallas with some nice passing here by Dallas. Now, here's Avdia. Covered by Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot.
Good discipline on defense. Wiggins right on top of it the whole way.
Wiggins with some nice D. Curry. Sabonis the pass to Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Three from the inbound. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot.
Let's go.
And it's Green with the jam.
Man, this has to fire Green up. Whenever he dunks it like that, it gets the whole team energized.
Apple. Up by 4.
Here's Porzingis. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's to Doncic. Shots 5 on the clock. Turned it from outside. Warriors lead by 4.
Man, it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not really one to leave open.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a green prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Mavericks trail by 5. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Doncic outside.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Floats it up for Curry.
Nice feed, just like his dad. Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
Apple.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for down. Doncic outside. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Green. Finished off the break. Green's got his second best.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Doncic passes to Avdia.
Apple.
Outside, Porzingis.
No, you won't.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Curry. Porzingis with the block.
You know,
Why you shoot that, Curry?
his quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Curry dishes to Edwards. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Buckets.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were
They're like, you can stop.
defensively, and that one gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
The pass to Doncic. Can't hit that one. Great tee that time from Green.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Here's Edwards. Offensive rebound. He tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Dunn looking over the floor. Passes it to Simon. Porzingis with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. Again for this by the Mavericks.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
He gets that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point blank range.
Welcome.
Can't happen.
Here's the 3. That one doesn't go. The Warriors go the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Don't get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Into the 9. I think they stop for the team versus Leo.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Porzingis. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And here's Doncic from the arc. Draymond Green pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Offline from the top of the key. Mavericks trail by 13. Doncic passes to Simon. And he banks in the lane.
Well, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 1-5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Dunn passes to Doncic. And he's good on the 3 ball. Doncic has got it back down to within single digits for the man.
That's long. Score me, score back on you, brother.
Excellent
Go.
performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Mr. Porzingis. Down outside. Doncic outside. 4 on the clock. Over Sabonis. And Demontis Sabonis pulls it down. Warriors lead by 10. Here's Edwards. He shoots again, and he lays it up and in. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul it.
And both free throws good for Green.
And drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Well, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Outside Porter. Lets it go from 14. Another shot. Kicks it out to Terry. It's good from long range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Edwards can't hit. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Hugo. Sweet little floater.
Oh, such a field shot there. Oh,
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Edwards against Terry. This one's for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's It's the Mavericks now. Tomatic passes to Udo. Terry outside. Porzingis trying to get free. From outside, off the mark. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Hits the three from the wing. Edwards got 21 in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution.
Let's go.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Warriors ahead, up by 12. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just.
If you think it stops, keep running clear up.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
Whoa! Are you kidding me? Woo!
He's going to put that one in his grasp.
This is my poster. Don't jump.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling it on the ropes.
Tipped away. Wiggins outside. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch and
Come on.
shoot game, too.
Outside Porter. Here's Udo. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that's an important shot for Porter to have in his bag. As long as he hits those pull-up jumpers, the D is going to have all sorts of problems guarding him.
Edwards, that's good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ryan against Sabonis.
I have to go to the game so I don't get stops.
Pass to Udo. 5 on the clock. It's Porter outside. Sabonis grabs the ball. Warriors leading by 16. Up the floor. And it's Creed with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Outside, Porzingis. There's the triple. And the free ball is good. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, the defense has to chase Porzingis off that line now, guys. I mean, he's a legitimate shooter from there.
Pitch-in shot. Edwards against Terry. Edwards behind. Average trail
Get
by
back.
15. Porzingis passes to Udo. A wide open look here for Terry. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got a couple of 3-pointers.
Thank you.
For the Warriors.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Now the pass to Udo.
Watching that.
On Porzingis. He has 7. Wiggins with
Damn.
it. Guarded by Porzingis. Bobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Udo with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Lets it go from the wing. Porzingis can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so Bryant will bring it up for Dallas. Looking ahead to their next playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Passes it to Porter. 5 to shoot. That's a nice D. Warriors leading by 20. Sabonis kicks to Curry. Porzingis with the block.
How would you shoot that Curry?
The Mavericks have gone only 2 of 7 for the field since the second quarter got underway. Quarter, no luck. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Wiggins. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the conference freshman of the year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played in Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Why are you getting looking for three?
Right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Bryant, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis, and the Mavericks call time here.
Well, it's been an express.
I'm gonna help on things I can help. People on threes like this, bro. Like I want to lose.
Simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here is Udo. It's stolen by Curry. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
Dallas has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Udo dishes to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. It's stolen by Green. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And Edwards with it.
Quick, man, we taking it.
If you don't take care of the ball,
Go.
that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside, Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Over in the corner off the end.
Nope.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Doncic passes to Portland. Porzingis kicks to Udo. Pass to Doncic. And the wide open shot from Avdia. No good on the three. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
So it's the Mavericks now.
Simple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Doncic passes to Udo. Back to Doncic. On deep. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Edwards with the stuff.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And the Mavericks call time here. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Now let's make it a switch here. The Mavericks shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Sabonis passes to Porzingis. Down the outside. And here is Doncic. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Pocket two. Porzingis can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive. Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Off the run. Warriors with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Simple.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Dunn passes to Porzingis. Here's Samanich, covered by Wiggins. The three for Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 11 points.
Boy, the take charge mentality of Doncic on display there. The quick fire approach demonstrates his confidence.
And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Sabonis.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Porzingis passes to Samanich. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And then we'll conclude a 4-game road trip.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic looking it over. 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out.
He's open.
Return to sender post.
Here's Edwards. The offensive rebound. Sabonis from deep. Edwards can't hit.
Damn it.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change.
Should have hit 2 already in this quarter. Nope.
And that one's good. Doncic.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Three-pointer. Tries again. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, running away with this one.
Game stop.
Now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. You can see the daggers in their eyes. And it's just about time now for the third.
Who's going to this third quarter? Starting with this W.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now. So I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They got Edwards. Green is up there with Wiggins. That's Curry. And Sabonis in at the 5, rolling the paint. Latrey. Nice D from Doncic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porzingis can't hit. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Dunn. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Greg, you know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that
LeBron obviously is still in that category. A guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Edwards against Doncic. Takes the three. The Warriors miss again.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And it's good for two.
How do you get that?
Starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
The Warriors have gone 0 5 at the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Now, here's Avdia. Covered by Wiggins. Avdia can't hit. The Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Edwards. No good with the triple.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
But they recover it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Pass to Porzingis. Down outside. Doncic outside. Over Sabonis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now here's Edwards. T right on him. Dishes it to Green. From deep three-point range, Edwards. That's good. Edwards got 42 in the game.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them
Purple.
to maintain that lead.
Outside, Porzingis.
Finally,
Nice
Jordan.
passing here by Dallas.
No, damn it! Nice game. Good ball.
This right there with the back-ended 3. The revenge trip.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who was your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of this generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable champ. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
The pass to Doncic. A three ball. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 22 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, it's still one in.
Nice. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Dallas
The back.
Mavericks. Now, here's Avdia. Covered by Wiggins. Now, here's Avdia. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From deep. They grant their own miss. Plays it up and banks it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Curry against Dunn. It's Curry with the drive and the wide open shot from Green. It's 3 pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the double up Doncic. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Sabonis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Yep, it counts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here's Doncic from the arc.
Draymond Green with the rebound. The Warriors shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Good, he hits again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The try by Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Get back.
Back here tonight has been the amount of points they scored off turnovers.
Wiggins against Porter. It's tipped. Here's Curry, and the jam by Stephen Curry.
Boy, Curry's so quick, so crafty. I mean, his combination of craftiness and quickness, really hard to contain.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Terry's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we have to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Pass to Simonic. Here is Bryant. No points in the game yet for him. Terry outside. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Sabonis.
Good offense squared up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Edwards passes to Sabonis. He dishes it to Green. He feeds it to Edwards. Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponent.
Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 26.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. He looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Doncic right side. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Doncic has got 14 points here in the second half. The Warriors shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Doncic kicks to Bryant. Here's Simonic. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Doncic missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the basket is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clinical.
Shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Terry the pass to Simonic. Here's Doncic beyond the arc. The rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's sent back by Bryant. And now here comes Terry leading the break. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Simonic. Now Bryant. And here's Doncic from the arc. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
20 seconds left in the third. Curry looking around. There's the pass to Edwards. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Terry, and it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's the Golden State
More course. Got this W.
way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Thomas Bryant is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Mannion. And it's Terry in the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
Edwards can't hit. On average, shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And it's Terry that time on the assist from Covington.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Edwards. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a different talent at that position?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Shake Milton, he's jacked in for Otto Porter Jr. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And to look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest, always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at him, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Clock at 4. And Mannion gets it to go. Mannion's got his first bucket of the night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Sabonis, the pass to Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Edwards brings the double team. And Bryant kicks to Terry. Greg, it's very typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say, they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm
The
sure.
reality is, these guys work just as hard as guys work back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up on Tuesday. They'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Thursday, we're taking on Clint Capella and the Denver Nuggets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough
in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Dallas making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Milton with it. Sabonis is there. Ryan passes to Mannion. Goes up from the top of the key. Green with the rebound. Green's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Edwards, that's good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And here is
Okay.
passes it to Bryant. Mark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Now and good. He hits it again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Now here's Mannion, defended by Sabonis, and the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. On the wing, Bryant, defended by Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington kicks to Milton, trying to end the drought. Gets rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Dallas has gone 2 or 3 in the
Good
third
one.
quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Bryant. Over Sabonis. And Bryant gets it to go. Here's Curry. Edwards with it. Puts up a 3. Bryant with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Carter missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. No good on the triple. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Inside, here's Carter. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. That's good from Carter. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half. So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
They get the rebound. Here's Wiggins. And finally they hit one. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Bryant. Dallas again missing. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Dallas will take possession. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.